Hey everyone, welcome to Valkyrie Tarot. We are going to do a abundance, fortune, finance type of presentation today. And by presentation, I mean tarot reading. I got my little, I'm going to put him right there, my little peacock. This was actually a gift from my Nana a couple years ago. It's actually an old school pill case for those of you that are old enough to know what those are. But this is my little abundance guy. I am a Scorpio sun sign, so those of you that have seen some of my readings before, I'm sure you've actually heard me talk about how Scorpio is actually the only sign of the zodiac that actually has 3 different signs within it. It originally was the Phoenix. The Scorpio, which we know of it as now, is actually the lowest of the 3 settings. So I'll get into this in another video probably because I'm falling down a rabbit hole. But the belief is that you start as a scorpion and you are at the bottom, kind of scraping your belly through the earth, getting dusty, getting dirty, trying to learn your way, learning how not to sting yourself while also protecting yourself. Then once you're able to rise above, you become the eagle, flying above, being able to see things from a different perspective, noble creature, only attacking when needed. And then as you finally learn all your lessons within your life, you become the Phoenix. Phoenix obviously is not a peacock, but in my brain, they're kind of similar. But the Phoenix then, once it has learned all the lessons that it has in its life, it burns itself away and then is reincarnated into another life. So little fun fact about Scorpios out there, if you have it. All right. Today, we're going to do an abundance reading. I haven't done one of these in quite some time, but I think with 2024 coming out there, you know, we're looking at 8 right now as the numerology of 2024. You know, today is the 5th of January as well. So we got a 6 and an 8 coming in there together. Put them together, you got 14. If that's your lucky number, fantastic. That being said, I am not in any way, shape, or form well-versed in numerology. I do have a former student of mine who is very well-versed in numerology. So if you are interested in following up with her, check out the Mystic Rebel podcast. You know, Zoe, if you're tuning in here, I listen to you weekly, and I'm so proud of everything that you've put together. And I actually learn from you now, whereas I used to be your teacher when you were younger. Now you are a little bit of my mentor. So fun fact there. Anyone that wants to check that out, Mystic Rebel Podcast, get on it. Okay. That being said, we have 3 decks here. Okay. We have the Madame Clara deck. We have the Ethereal Visions deck. We have the Hush deck. So as I normally do, I will start with one deck here. Okay. We'll ask for clarifications with the other decks as time permits. All right. Here we go. Your spirits and guardians, I ask you to come down and bless this reading with your voice. Let's see what jumped out. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Already a good sign. Pentacles, as we know, represent earth, but also money and finance. 5 of Pentacles in the upright, excuse me, is usually someone who is struggling. They don't feel like they are able to kind of make ends meet. But in the reverse, this is a good sign. It's the opposite of such. So I'll put that back in there. All right. Spirits and guardians, I ask you to continue to come down. For you to communicate with me through that. And your ability to communicate with guidance. Any forecast 2024 for the general collective regarding prosperity. Ooh, stubborn cards. You guys remember what I was saying about those? Need someone to come down here and talk to me. I'm asking for clarity on abundance, fortune, finance, prosperity. Universal energy, angels, spirits and guardians, ancestors, I ask you to come to me. Let my hands be your hands. Let these cards be your voice. Let me be the channel of your message. I ask you to protect me in that light. Protect me against any negative entities or negative energies that may hope to influence. And also protect all of those watching in this current reading. Thank you. Look, remember when I was telling you about stubborn energy? Doesn't want to open up yet. All right. So let's see what we can do here. I'm actually going to shuffle these backwards. Okay. A little different. We're getting there. This is what happens when you do things on live TV, right? Or live energies. We get to see everything. This guy is being very stubborn. 5 of Cups in reverse. So you might be thinking about, kind of feel like you're on your own. You feel like you're at a loss. You don't know what to do. We're going to shuffle a little different. We'll do the old school dealer shuffle. Never been to a casino. They actually do use this as a technique when they're shuffling new cards. All right. Now keep in mind, this is my favorite deck too. So it is about 8 years old. I've always kind of charged it ahead of time, but if it keeps being stubborn like this, I might need to rest it a little bit. The universe might be telling me to dip into one of my other decks here. All right. Always split with the left. Reunite with the right. Here we are. We're going to do a 3-card spread here. It's going to be past, present, future. And then we will have another one up top, which will be the head of the matter. So this will be things that are influencing you. And we'll have another one down below, which will be your answers on how to navigate the process. Okay, so it'll truly be a cross. All right. We're going to move my guys out of the way here a little bit. Okay. Hopefully you can see. Here we go. In the past, we have the world in reverse. World in reverse isn't always a bad thing, but it just means that you've felt stuck. You haven't been able to move forward. Okay. When we look at, excuse me, taking a drink of tea here. When we look at the world, Earth energy, obviously, a lot of Taurus energy that falls in here. But what we're looking at is a true cycle. So 12 months, 12 energetic steps in the process. Okay. What we see here is a stalling. This is our past. So whatever we have wanted in the past has not come to fruition yet. Okay. In the present, we have the 2 of Swords. So this is something that you might have been struggling a little bit, trying to figure out how to work through your process. You're not talking about it though. You're keeping it to yourself. And because of that, perhaps someone in your life might not be able to help you with the process. Okay. Outcome or future rather is the High Priestess. Now this is a bad you-know-who. The High Priestess is the wife to the Magician. They are the yin and yang to each other. And the High Priestess does not take anything for granted. Okay. She is a woman who knows exactly what she wants. She knows exactly what she needs. She doesn't mess with anything. High Priestess is total tarot energy. Those of you that might follow a little bit into or dabble into Wiccan arts, you know this woman and the energy of the divine feminine very, very clearly. That being said, this is a really great card to have as your future outcome, because this, just like the Magician says, you have everything at your grasp to get where you want to go, and you will be able to do this logically, and you won't make mistakes. You're going to be doing everything that the universe has laid out for you, and you'll be following that path. Okay, so at the head of the matter, we have Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I'm going to actually put it like this just because we got a tiny little table here today. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. All right, again, earth energy. We're talking about finance here. We're talking about abundance. Whereas the King of Pentacles is a man who knows how to run his land and lead his country without fail. This person, The Queen of Pentacles is a person who knows how to run the household. This is the people person of the side. And keep in mind, gender, sex identity has nothing to do with how these cards are. It's just kind of the energy of the cards. So there's a masculine energy, a feminine energy, okay? When we're looking at the feminine energy of the Queen of Pentacles, the head of the matter is that there might be somebody, and it might be you might be feeling like you don't have the stability that you need or the confidence that you need to lead your household or your personal needs in the path that you want to. Okay. Now, the answer on how we can navigate this is going to come next. Ready? The Hermit. Okay. Hermit energy right here. This is upright. I know it's going to look weird, but I'm going to turn it the opposite way here so you can kind of see that they're opposite. Okay. The Hermit here. Okay. We're looking at an energy of 9. Okay. So remember how I was saying numerology, we always want to creep towards 10. Okay. That's what we're going towards. 10 is the end of the deck in tarot. Okay. When we're looking at 9, that's a good sign. Any other card of the deck that's in 9 means you're almost there. You're almost done. Now, the lessons that we get from the Hermit is someone who sits back and waits, someone who knows exactly what they need to do, but they're highly educated. They're not jumping to conclusions. They're not hasty. This is someone who knows that there is a process to get to where you want to go. Okay, we'll get some clarification on these cards, but before we do, energy under the deck. Ooh, remember when I was saying don't be hasty? We got the Hangman in the upright. So you might be wanting to just jump right into a situation, but let's see where these cards take us first beforehand, because we want to make sure we're not just jumping to conclusions. And the Hangman tells you to see things from a different perspective. Okay. You don't want to hang yourself out to dry. You get what I'm saying? All right. So for clarification, this is pyrite, by the way, if anyone's wondering, right behind the bloodstone. For clarification, we have the Hush deck. Okay. It's actually one of my favorite decks. It's very, it's more popularly used during Halloween season just because of its depictions, but I think honestly it's got almost like a grunge feel to it, and I love it. I love it. Notice how these cards are actually shuffling a lot cleaner. I know you can't see me, but I don't want to screw up the spread here. A lot cleaner, so we're getting some answers out of this deck. Okay, let's start with the past. Can we get a card to clarify the world? Why are we stalled? Okay. We have the Two of Wands here over the stalled world. So the reason is you had two paths ahead of you. You didn't know which way to go. And because of that, you got a little confused, it sounds like. So let's see what this Two of Swords is about. Two of Swords. Ah, jumped off the table at me. Two of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. This is really great that we're seeing this come in here. But the Two of Swords here says that we haven't been talking about something. We haven't been able to really like make a decision on something. But the Seven of Pentacles is someone who wants to be self-sufficient. Okay. Someone who wants to be able to do things on their own, but does still have to lean on others a little bit. Okay. Might still be dependent on others in order to help you get where you need to go. I'm going to ask for one more clarification on this. So who is this person been dependent on? Just one card. Flying out here. The Chariot. Also 7, if we can see that number. So if 7's your lucky number, like mine, this is a good reading. Chariot, Cancerian energy, but movement. Okay. So dependent on, sorry, I'm listening to my intuition here. Dependent on a person who is able to make swift decisions. Does that make sense? Who is moving in the path that you want to be moving on. So this is someone you might almost be looking for a mentor of sorts within your life, or you look to someone in your life, either it's an immediate person or not. You look to someone as who you want to be almost. The way that they live their life, the way that they are able to work through with abundance and travel forward, you're almost envious of them. Is what I'm getting. Sorry, I guess I'm on the right track. You might need to reach out to them and vocalize to them like, hey, these are my goals for 2024. This is where I want to be. I see that you've gotten where you want to go. Can you help me get there? Okay. So now we have the High Priestess card, which is a great outcome. Okay. This is a solitary one though. So you might be reaching out, asking for help here, but the future is telling you that you're going to be able to do this on your own. So let's get a confirmation for the High Priestess here. High Priestess. What's funny is you got the World. The World in reverse to the World in the upright. Okay. And keep in mind, it bounced. So when I picked it up, it was sideways. But we're going to go with the World in the upright here as an answer to your question. So, and I'll ask for another clarification card here in a second, but you are going to be able to go where you need to go, but there is a person in your life that you are going to need to ask help for. They might be a mentor, they might be a friend, they might be a partner in your life, parent, etc. But they are going to give you the momentum to start moving forward. Can we get another clarification on the World here? All right. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Now in the upright, 8 of Pentacles is about putting the work in. It sounds like this almost is going to be like a residual income type of situation. You're going to put the effort in so much in the present right now. You're asking for help. You're going to learn how to do this, that it's just going to almost come freely to you. You're not going to have to work at this. Okay. It's already almost, it's in the cards, quote unquote. You know what I mean? It's already on your way. So we're going to go to Queen of Pentacles here. Clarification on the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles here. This is Queen of Pentacles. This is the head of the matter. I need a card, just one card. Justice in reverse. Justice card is a Scorpion energy. When we see it in reverse, we see an individual who might not feel like, I'm putting it the wrong way. We might feel like they've been out of balance, okay? Because justice is the scales, right? If we're looking at traditional depictions. Can I get another clarification? What was out of balance for this person? They haven't been happy. They haven't been able to see what they need to see. They haven't been able to see the sun here to get them where they need to go. The sun is going to help dictate or shed light on their path. But the reason that this Queen of Pentacles felt like they didn't have what it took to really hold down the household is because they were out of balance, because there was something in their life that was maybe blocked from them or was stopping them from being happy. Okay. All right, let's get the Hermit down here. So what do we need to sit and wait about? What do we need to really look at? What do we need to do here? This is our answer. One card, just Hermit. Ooh, okay, we'll take 2 cards. All right. So we got the 4 of Swords that popped up here. Okay. 4 of Swords popped up here. And the 4 of Swords is all about resting and waiting. So it's almost a confirmation to that. Like maybe you just have to sit back and relax. Sorry, I thought my music shut off. I want to go fix it. So in the Hermit, you're resting, you're recuperating. 4 of Swords is also recuperation. So if you've been sick, it's telling you just to wait it out and give yourself some time. And now we have the Queen of Cups. So we have the Queen of Pentacles up above and the Queen of Cups now. So you can see a little cup right here. Queen of Cups here in the upright. This is a woman or feminine energy that leads with the heart, leads with emotion, leads with instinct. Okay. So these cards right now are telling you to trust your instinct, believe that you can't do it on your own. You might be able to do it on your own in the future, but for right now, you might need to seek some mentorship. Okay. And be solid in your own emotions, be solid in your heart and your heart's desire to move towards where you want to go. I have this conversation with people a lot because I'm a mentor for younger individuals within my profession of sports medicine. And a lot of people get burned out. They get worried about where they need to go and how do I get there? And the truth is, it's a process. You can't just judge life, your entire life on 1 year, right? Why would you judge your entire profession on 1 year? And this goes across the board with all professions, right? And all relationships. What's important is to follow your gut. It's to follow your heart and follow your passion. Okay. Now, keep in mind, cups are not necessarily passion. We want more of a wand type of energy for that. But cups are following your heart and leading with integrity and leading with the heart. And if you do that, it's going to help you move forward towards being able to lead, being able to see your abundance come into fruition, and being able to just sit back and reap the rewards. Okay. Again, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is all about not having to put the effort in. Okay. I'm seeing residual income kind of coming your way in the future. Now, the energy of the deck that we were just using, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So now the Nine of Cups, remember we had nines floating around in here. Nine of Cups in reverse, this is a blocked energy. Nine of Cups in reverse is a need to really pay attention, that your happiness isn't just going to come right then and there. Okay, so you just need to, again, wait it out, see where you're coming, really pay attention to, are your needs and your wants in alignment? The universe always gives us what we need, not what we want. Okay, I want to win the lottery. Probably never going to happen, but I could possibly come into a windfall of money in the future, and the universe is like, hey, this is what you need right now, and we're going to help you out with what you need. Or if I'm talking about abundance or prosperity, maybe I'm not going to win a windfall of money, but maybe I'll get a raise, or maybe I'll get a promotion that's going to help me along my way. Okay. When we talk about residual energy, a lot of times this has to do with property. It has to do with maybe rising in the ranks and letting the people underneath you kind of do most of the work while you just kind of oversee them from the top. This is like CEO type of energy when we're looking at the Empress here. It could also be crypto, anything where it's kind of like a residual energy or a stock market, things like that. So just keep that in mind. We're going to ask for another clarification. But now we are going to come into the Madame Clara deck. Okay. We're going to ask for some clarifications here. All right. So this is all going to be future focused, this part of the reading here. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, universe, angel spirits and guardians, advice on this future focus here for 2024 for the general collective. Future focus. What are we looking at with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse? What is this in reference to? King of Cups and Temperance in reverse. So it's telling you when it comes, it's going to come. King of Cups is someone who can sometimes be manipulative, and Temperance in reverse is Sagittarius energy, but it might be a rough going of it. It might just, sorry, you probably can't read those very well. It might just happen and happen fast. But again, you're supposed to lead with the heart. Okay. So we're going to get another clarification on this. What I love about this deck, if you've seen my other ones, they have little messages on them. So I'm actually going to read these to you. So for Temperance in reverse, all work and no play necessitates everything in moderation. Okay. So that kind of speaks to that Eight of Pentacles there. And then the King of Cups, fits of volatility will result in losing much more control. So it's a warning. It's a warning to you to stay in your peace, stay in your mindset. Okay. Again, it's a residual thing. Maybe it's telling you, don't work so hard at what you want. It's coming. Okay, we're gonna get another clarification on that. I'm just Spirits and Guardians. Just final answers here for 2024. Four of Wands, 10 of Wands in reverse. So stability is possible here, but it's blocked currently. Okay, necessary change brings a transition. And the heaviest weights are brought upon it by yourself. So yeah, and that speaks to this whole reading here. So like, if you've been worried about where your finances are coming from, you're almost putting those negative thoughts out into the universe. You're putting those thoughts out there. And because of that, the universe is kind of giving you what you're thinking about. Okay. It's kind of one of those situations of I'm going to have bad luck. You know, you already go out there, or like in sports, they're so good, we're going to lose. You're only going to lose if you think that where you've been is what is going to happen. So if you think about all of that coming in, if you walk into a game thinking, yeah, we're going to get our butts kicked, guess what? It's probably going to come true, right? But if you go in there and being like, you know what? They probably are a better team than us 9 times out of 10, but we're going to give it everything we have. You might win, right? So just keep that in mind, right? Our answers here: 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords in the upright. Pain and sorrow today brings great strength tomorrow. So whatever you're going through now, whatever the burden is with that 10 of Wands here that you've been working through, whatever this fear is where you kind of felt like you weren't happy where you were at, again, it's coming. It's coming. 8 of Wands, all right? You are cleared to take off. Nothing can stand in your way. That speaks directly to this future card here. And then the 2 of Pentacles, a choice in the path before you. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts, right? All right, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. This reading went a lot longer than I was expecting, but I'm hoping you all got some answers for 2024. That being said, I'm going to sign off, and thank you again for signing in. If you're interested in a private reading, you can reach out to me at my Instagram or at my email, valkyrietarot716@gmail.com. See you all soon. Deuces.